Over the past week, YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Do me a favour, check down below, make sure you still subscribe to the channel. And if you're not, please consider subscribing, it helps me out a lot, it's completely free to do. And obviously you can change your mind at any point. We stated over on Twitter that once we hit 100,000 subscribers, we're going to do the biggest giveaway this channel's ever done, so don't miss out on it. So we've had this month's PlayStation Plus titles for a little while now. I'm going to be honest, I love them, I think it's a fantastic lineup. I do think there's something kind of in there for everybody, but let's be honest, not everyone out there is going to enjoy the games. Even though personally I think that everyone should give them a try, everyone's going to be looking for something new to play. So it's that time of the week where we're going to check out the PlayStation Store and see what awesome deals there are for you guys. Now if you do want to make the games cheaper, make sure you get your PSN credit from Instant Gaming. The link in the description will give you a bit more of a discount as well. And everything on there is usually like 20% off, so it definitely makes things just that little bit cheaper. Now first up, we're going to be checking out the PlayStation Plus exclusive discounts. And the first game that I've got to go for is No Man's Sky. When this game came out on PS4, originally, it was terrible. It kind of came out to the point where it wasn't finished, there was loads of stuff that needed fixing on the game, and it was a little bit boring to play. Over the space of a few years, there was constant updates which completely revamped the game to the point where if you did play it on like day one, it's nothing like that anymore. It's got the same kind of aspects of there's planets and you go into the center of the universe and there's just loads and loads of different stuff. However, all the planets are different, creatures are different, the multiplayer aspect's different, the multiplayer quests and missions and stuff that you can do are completely different. You can build bases, you can tame animals. There is a ton of stuff. It's had a PS5 upgrade as well, so the visuals just look amazing, and it's also fully playable on PlayStation VR. The game's usually 40 quid, it's currently half price at 20 quid, and it's the perfect kind of time to pick it up. It is an amazing game. If you play stuff where it's open world gathering games, it's exactly that kind of style, however about 1 billion times bigger than probably anything you've ever played before. If you don't own it and you're looking for something new to play, it is definitely one worth taking a look at. Next up, a game called Unrailed. Now this game sounds a little bit boring, but the gameplay for it looks pretty fun. Unrailed, it's a huge chaotic online or couch co-op multiplayer, and it's a railroad construction game. Pretty much you've got to work together with your friends to build a train track across an endless world. This can literally go on forever. You've got to master the encounters, upgrade your train and keep it from derailing. It's obviously not going to be something for everyone. It's usually 16 quid and it's currently on sale for £6. If you're into this kind of stuff where it's more chill out or where it's just a couch co-op mess around game for 6 quid, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. But the final one that I'm going to go for on this section is a game called 101 Ways to Die. Now this game itself's pretty cheap at normal times. It's usually £8. It's half price at the moment at $3.99. It looks really fun, it looks really quirky. It's pretty much a puzzle platformer. You play as an assistant to a mad scientist, an inventor, a weapons manufacturer of questionable sanity. Again though, it is one of those games that's more of an indie style. It's not going to be something where the visuals kind of grab everyone in. However, the gameplay looks hilarious. It's really cheap, and it's something completely different. Instead of the big AAA shooters, if you're looking for something to chill out on and just have a little bit of fun, 101 Ways to Die could be one worth checking out. Next up, games under £15. The first one that I'm going to look at is a pretty old game, but there's been rumours of remasters and stuff for a long time, and it's GTA San Andreas. Now, I remember playing this game back when I was in high school. Yes, I am old. And I absolutely loved it. It's amazing. When you compare it to like GTA 5, obviously it doesn't compare visually, but it was amazing back in the day. It's usually 12 quid to pick up anyway. It's currently £8 on sale. If you're into GTA 5 but you don't mind older style graphics, San Andreas is one that's definitely worth checking out. There was just tons and tons of extra stuff to do in this game. I used to love going to the, I think it was like a motor school, and when you were there was just like loads of challenges to do in vehicles, whether or not it's like doing a drift to get into a parking space and that sort of stuff. I loved it. I still love it now. 8 quid, GTA San Andreas. If you've never played it, pick it up. The final one that I'm going to look at on this section though is it's again more of a random funny style game than something dead serious, but you can have tons and tons of fun with it. It's a game called Totally Reliable Delivery Service. The game's usually 12 quid, it's currently £3.50. It's so much fun to play. It's an open world game where the aim of it is to deliver parcels. Apart from it's like ragdoll kind of physics, so if you think like human fall flat, gang beast, that kind of thing, you can do so much funny stuff to the point where you don't even have to deliver the parcels. That's just kind of the main aspects of the game. You can go to the top of a mountain and get like a plane and just float around. You can pick up a fish and slap someone. You can get in a monster truck and go to a big arena where you can fly around and just do butt tons of tricks. There's speed boats. There is a ton of stuff to do on this game, and for like £3.50, if you've got kids absolutely love it. If you're a big kid yourself like me, you can have so much random fun on it. It's unreal. £3.50, definitely one worth grabbing. Next section that we're going to look at is add-on deals, so it's pretty much just fully DLC. First one that I'm going to look at is the Warlords of New York for the Division 2. Now, this is originally like 25 quid. It's currently £7.50. Now, I love the original Division. I think it was an amazing game that now and again I still go back to just to jump in the DZ and annoy people. Division 2, it was decent. However, I didn't like the way that the Dark Zone worked, and when I finished the game, I found myself not having a reason to really go back to it. It got to a point where I got bored of it a lot quicker than I did the original. However, Warlords of New York takes you back to the original kind of area from the first Division. It's worth a play. For $7.50, it's a decent story add-on, it's a decent expansion. The only thing that annoyed me a little bit with this is obviously when Division 2 came out, there was a season pass that said that you get all the expansions, all the DLC and everything. And when this one came out, it wasn't part of it. You had to pick it up separately, which was the only thing that I found a little bit annoying. But £7.50, if you did enjoy Division 2, it's definitely one worth looking at. For anyone that still plays Fall Guys, yes, that kind of BR game where you weren't shooting people, it was more mini games to be the last person to survive at the end. There's a load of costume packs that are available to grab right now that are about 40% off. There's one where you can be a pirate, there's one where you can be a unicorn, there's a full pack where you can just be fast food, so you can run around as a burger or like a milkshake, and there's also like a wizardy one as well, so you can be a wizard or a dragon. £2.39 the packs, so for anyone that does still play the game that's looking for some cool cosmetics, definitely worth grabbing. The one that I always stuck to for a long time was the unicorn. No idea why, don't even like unicorns, but on games for some reason I kind of do. But the final one that we're going to look at is for a game called Planet Coaster. If you ever played like Roller Coaster Tycoon, that style of thing, it's the more recent version. It looks amazing, it plays really, really well. And the DLC for it looks pretty cool. It's the Spooky Adventure Bundle. It's usually a tenner, it's currently £7.50. Not a massive discount, I suppose, but it does add some new stuff into the game that makes it pretty cool. Haunted houses, minecart, roller coasters, and loads of new spooky scenery. If you play the game, the add-ons just make it just that little bit better so you don't get bored of the game as quick. But the final section that we're going to look at is the Planet of the Discounts. On these, it's usually always the same titles, so you might see something huge AAA that I don't mention, but the other reason that I'm not kind of mentioning that stuff is kind of because I'm looking for something new for you guys. And the first one that I've got to go for is a game based off an anime that I just adore, and it's My Hero One's Justice 2. Now, the game's based off My Hero Academia, and it's pretty much a beat 'em up really, so it's got all the characters, all the special abilities, and it's pretty decent, it's pretty cool actually. It's one that I didn't even know existed, and when I saw it, I needed to play it just because of how much I love the anime. But the game's usually 50 quid at full price, it's currently on sale at £13.99. If you're into your fighting games, it's definitely one worth playing. However, if you're more expecting something open world like RPG, it might not be the game for you. But the final thing that we're going to go for is a game called Golf with Your Friends. Now, this game's usually 16 quid, it's currently half price at £8, and this is one of them games that I tend to keep downloaded all the time, not because it's like a big amazing title, more because it's one of them games that when no one knows what to play when you're sat in a party, you can jump on it, have some fun for an hour, get stressed out for an hour, and then just disappear and say you're never going to play it again, but then a month later you'll jump back on it. And it's like crazy golf. It's pretty cool, the fact that it's not everyone takes turns going around, so you can end up sat waiting for people for ages. Everyone's kind of going at the same time, and the courses are just absolutely stupid. There's like a Candyland where you're bouncing off jelly and all that sort of stuff. There's a haunted house where there's chairs flying around that you've got to avoid with your ball. There's even a space one where you've got to kind of avoid black holes while you're going through it. It can get very, very stressful. However, at the same time, it is a really, really fun game. Now, any games that you guys have spotted on sale, make sure you leave a comment. I've kind of just gone for the ones that I've noticed that personally I think people would enjoy. But leave a comment down below. Let me know if you think there's anything on sale that I should check out. Any games that I have mentioned today as well, if you're looking for new people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord. Decent community so people aren't stuck playing on their own. There's a whole section dedicated just to like PlayStation, so you can swap PSNs and play together and stuff. But that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.